advertise, we apply, and then we interview, and they try and take the best that they can find.
What's going on, guys? Casey Flair here, and welcome back to another trip report. Today I am in Medford, Oregon. I just took an Alaska Airlines Q400 down here from Seattle, and today we're going to be trying out Avelo, which is the airline that started up based in Burbank, that started back up back in March. I'm really looking forward to it. They have a fleet right now of all 738s, and they actually just recently brought on board the 737-700 as well. So, and they're actually, just the other day, they announced East Coast operations too. So I'm here ready for a, right now they're primarily a West Coast airline. So right now we are going to try out their Medford to Burbank service. Here we go. The Medford Rogue Valley International Airport counter area does have one small space for Avelo where it's situated for the one flight a day that they have there. And Avelo is so new that the ticketing process isn't traditional, where you would get it from the app after check-in and then add it into your Apple Wallet. They have it as a PDF form, so you do have it on your phone virtually, but you have to get it as a PDF and then scan it that way to board, or you could just print it like I did. One other thing I want to remark is that originally when I booked my flight, I was booked in seat 3A, but now for some reason they put me in 7A. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. That's like 4 entire rows behind what I originally wanted, but I'm still same general area. So yeah, the plane gets here in like 15-20 minutes, so we'll probably board in like a half hour to 45 minutes. After all that check-in and boarding pass jazz was over, I went inside TSA and got a bite to eat at the restaurant that they had at the airport to get a nice chicken quesadilla before the Boeing 737 came to pick me up to take me to Burbank. So apparently it's Avelo and not Avelo with a less hard E and like a longer E. Alright, there's a plane behind me. November 802 X-Ray Tango is going to be the 738 taking us down to Burbank today. Soon enough, it was then time to board. It was pretty difficult waiting for my boarding group's turn to board because it's not every day that you get to try a new airline. First things first, let's go ahead and visit that 737 flight deck. Yeah, this is my first flight with Avelo, so today I'm trying them out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So how long have you been on the 738?
For 10 years.
Nice. So what's like the transition process like? So like, where did you come from when you like switched over to Avelo?
Did I do what now?
So like, what's like the transition process like when you switched over to Avelo? So like, did they like grab 737 pilots from like other airlines, or?
Yeah. They advertise, we apply, and then we interview, and they try and take the best that they can find.
Okay, yeah. So you were previously on the 73, so they put out like an ad for the previous airline, and you just joined it from that airline and got with Avelo?
I came over from Asia, and when COVID hit there, I no longer had a position, so this job was available, and it sounded dynamic, and so I came here.
Nice. How you like American flying?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Nice, yeah. What's your favorite Avelo route so far?
I like most of our destinations, actually. They're gorgeous, except when it's smoky like this.
Definitely, yeah. I then made my way back to my seat of 7A. Originally, when I booked this, I was in 3A, but for some reason, on check-in, they switched me back to 7A. But I'm not complaining because 7A had a lot better view of the engine. The 189 seats on this aircraft have 29 inches of pitch and 17 inches of width. This Boeing 737-800 started its career back in 2005 with Turkish Airways, registered as Tango Charlie Julia Golf Golf, and then it was leased onto Casino Express, better known as Extra Airways, back in 2020, registered as November 802 X-Ray Tango, and then this year it was leased over to Avelo in 2021 as November 802 X-Ray Tango. The cabin also looks really old and not very updated, which is really nice for av geeks like me.
This is your captain speaking. My name is Ron, and assisting me up here today is your other pilot, Jan. We've got 4 great flight attendants working with you today. The lead flight attendant today is Jennifer, and we've got Ty, Shelly, and Somi. We are currently waiting to get some fuel. They're short of staff here at the airport currently. There's 5 people doing everything for 2 different airplanes, 2 different airlines.
Kudos to the Medford ground crew for working so hard and only getting us delayed by 20 minutes. Eventually, after that quick 20-minute delay, we pushed back and started our taxi over to runway 32. Looking at the winglet design on this beautiful livery kept reminding me that so many new startup airlines are here. Travel is without a doubt slowly coming back and better than ever. I was genuinely curious to see what the airline had for complimentary snack and beverage service. So soon enough, the cabin crew started coming around with small boxes with small packages for everyone. Inside the packages were mini water, cookies, and a wipe for everything. Quick look at the bathroom. Very typical bathroom you'd find on the 737. Except you got these nice tile floors. Very nice. Almost at the top of the descent, so we're going to be on the ground here in about 30-45 minutes. Now that we've started our descent, we're going to go ahead and rate the flight. We're going to use my Raleigh rating scale, which totally isn't a knockoff of Jeb Brooks' Jeb score. The service on this flight was an easy 10 out of 10. The crew seemed more than happy to serve me and happy to work at this new startup airline. The snack service was the same thing I got on American Domestic, cookies and a mini water. The cookies satisfied me for the quick hour and a half. The Wi-Fi, there wasn't any, so I'm not going to rate that. So that wasn't applicable in this case. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10. I've heard from so many people before about how clean these cabins were, and they weren't lying. Beautiful seats, clean windows, and they made the age of the overall cabin look unnoticeable. Old but clean and pretty. The towels in the lavatory was just extra in this case, but I think that's good. The entertainment was going to be a 5 out of 10. The thing about paying $48 for a ticket is a lack of amenities, so no internet or seatback power or anything, so you're on your own for that. So for the things as far as movies and shows go, there wasn't really any, so I primarily paid attention to the beautiful west coast scenery and views outside and desert out my window. I know I kind of say that a lot for a lot of my flights, but I mean that's the case. I mean, that's the beauty of flying, right? So the 4-stocks visual at the end of the flight, just the icing on the cake for me, that was absolutely beautiful. The seat's going to be an 8 out of 10. The rating wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do for the seat, given that the seat was so limited in space and amenities, but I only paid a base of $38 for a 2-hour flight, so limitations were kind of expected. There was no button to lean the seat back at all that I could find, so I don't know if that was possible or not. It definitely was no United Polaris Dreamliner seat, but it got the job done for the 92-minute flight. Let's be honest, some low-budget airlines that cost more are much worse. Sorry, Spirit. So the overall Raleigh rating for this flight is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. The overall experience of this flight was really special. It might not have been the inaugural flight, but any flight that's on a new airline is special, especially on something as new as Avelo. This is a really great flight. I definitely want to get on Breeze sometime in the next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, on Thanksgiving when I fly out west. So that's going to be the end of this trip report. I really hope you enjoyed this one on the new airline. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.